Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlogs. And as always, I appreciate all the love and support. In today's video, we're gonna get straight to it. It involves your car, my car, back here, two cameras. Let's go. First things first, I want to give a huge shout out to, I believe it's pronounced, it's either AZDOME or AZDOME, but I really appreciate these guys for going ahead and sending me this specific setup for the car. And it is a dash cam for the front of the vehicle, and it also does have a camera for the rear of the vehicle, so that way I can see behind me on the camera. A couple things you want to keep in mind. One of the reasons I highly recommend everyone should have a dash cam in their vehicle is because in the event of a car accident or something like that, God forbid, you want to make sure that you have some more information to provide for your insurance company, and these right here are the best things possible for the actual vehicle. It is not too big, the camera, it is not too small, and it fits perfectly where the rear view mirror is. And it's not really that noticeable when you're sitting in the car, but it definitely helps out because it does have that 4K facing front camera, 1080p on the rear of the vehicle. This specific model, as you guys can see, this model here is the M550. This is the model here that I currently have. So the one that they sent me, this is the front facing of the camera, but it also does come with an attachment that you can put a separate camera that's facing the inside of the car, and you can record like that as well. Now, what's really nice about this camera is you also do have an application that you can download, the AZDOME application, which I'm going to show you right here on my cell phone. And once you go inside the application itself, you can go ahead and select if you want to watch live what your camera is actually seeing directly from your cell phone, or you can go ahead and just download those videos that you're specifically looking for. And it's really nice because every time you start the car, the moment I start the car, the camera automatically comes on, so I never forget. It does have a lot of really cool features too. It does have the settings where if someone touches the vehicle and you're not in the car, you'll also have that protection. And you have a bunch of settings on there where you can change it, where if you want just the front of the camera to show on the monitor on the LCD screen, or do you want the camera to show front and rear of the vehicle. And it does come with a 32 gig micro SD card automatically with it when they send you the package, which is awesome. So that'll save you some money. You don't have to go out there and purchase one. It does come with it, and you can also reformat it on the fly. So if you feel like you've been driving around for about a week and it's been recording the entire time and nothing really crazy for you to keep on the actual micro SD card, you can go ahead and just go to your settings on the camera itself, click on format, and once you do that, it'll just erase everything off that SD card and it'll be fresh all over again. And each time, like I said, you start the vehicle, it's going to go ahead and just continue to record for you. So if God forbid, once again, something was to happen, you're always going to have that extra information and also have that proof just in case you want to supply some of that footage. All right, so I'm inside the car as we speak, and as you can see, that is where my rear view mirror is, and there goes the actual camera itself. It's nice, it's tucked away, it's not really in the way when you're paying attention to the road, but every time I turn on the ignition, that camera comes on automatically. And then I do have another camera all the way back there in the center, and there goes the other camera right in the middle, and that one is always recording as well. It's recording the back of the car, which is very, very nice to have as well. This camera does come with a cigarette lighter connection, so once you plug in the USB-C and run it down the side of the panel, and then you bring it over here, you plug it into the cigarette lighter. I didn't have mine installed that way. I took it to Automotive Custom Lighting here in Arizona, and I asked them to go ahead and run the wire like normal, but when you bring it over here, I want you to hardwire it into the cigarette lighter itself, so I don't have to have an actual plug right here. Now, the plug that they do send you is nice because it's still, once you plug it in, it'll still have a slot where you can put your wire in, your cable, so that way you can continue to charge or whatever you need to do for your cell phone, if that's where you had it originally. Every time I turn on the car, that camera will come on. So the moment, I'm not going to actually start the car, but I'm going to hit the ignition. Let's go ahead and hit that. And as you can see, it just powered on. And now it's recording the actual front of the car. And then on the side there, on the bottom right, it's showing the rear of the vehicle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of clips from the actual application itself that you download on the App Store, and you'll see what I'm looking at right there. You'll be able to see exactly what it's recording. Now, at the same time, as you can see that little blinking light on the left side there, that means it is recording. So every time I turn on the car, that camera function is on. It is recording the front of the vehicle and it is recording the rear of the vehicle. If you play with some of the buttons down here, you're gonna have your menu button, your down button, your up button, your OK, and your power off and on. On the side, it's gonna have the micro SD card, that's where it goes. But if you play with some of these buttons, it can change the settings. You see that now it's focusing just on the rear of the vehicle, and then the front is over here on the bottom right side. And if I change it and I say I don't want to show the rear, I just want to pay attention to the front of the vehicle, it'll capture just the front of the vehicle. And if I click this one more time, it's going to show just the back and it won't show the front. Or you could set it up how I had it originally, where it's showing the front and the rear, which is over here on the bottom right side. Now, if you go into the actual menu itself, you're going to have a bunch of different options on there. Video settings, playback movie. As you can see, if I click down right here, it'll go to next, next, next. It's gonna have a bunch of options. You can set your date, timing. You wanna go ahead and connect it to the Wi-Fi of the phone, Bluetooth, so that way you can control it with the app. You can go into the actual settings, which is this bottom one right here. Or if you click on micro SD card and hit OK on that, this is where you can format it and go ahead and just erase everything on the SD card. If your storage was full and you didn't want to keep it there, no videos were actually needed that you wanted to keep and you want to start it all over again, that's how you would do that feature. And then when you want to go back, just hit that menu button again, hit it again, and then it brings you right back to where you were. Now, what I do is this is connected to a magnet, so you could just pop this right off, right? And it's got the front-facing camera. This does record in 4K. On the side over here is where your micro SD card goes. Obviously, this is the USB-C. And then on this side, you remove this little rubber that's on the corner over here. That's where the other camera that faces the inside of the car would be connected to. The way I have it set up, it doesn't have that on mine. I don't have the interior camera, but I'm thinking about reaching out to them. So I'm in the app right now, and I'm already connected to the Wi-Fi right here, and it says M550 on there. When I go over here, you can go ahead and click on where it says check real-time video. Once I click on that, it's gonna load up that actual camera up there and show it over here. So it says connecting to dash cam, and once it connects, now you're gonna be able to go into device albums, right? This is showing the front of the camera right now of the car. I can hit stop to stop recording. As you can see on the top right, it's blinking right there. That means it's actually recording. It's capturing the video. It's the audio recording. I can turn it off and on. It's up to me. So like right now, I have it where this thing is actually recording even my conversation in the car, and I could cut that out too. So like, again, if something was to ever happen, you'll hear the sound, you know, of a car accident or something like that, and you'll have that footage. Now this button right here says switch camera front and rear. You can go ahead and always pick which one you want. You want the internal camera, which that would have been the piece that would have been inside over here on the right side, or do you want the front camera, which right now I have it on just the front camera, right? Like I have it facing forward. So if I switch it back and I click on front and rear, it's going to show it right here on the bottom right. It's at the front of the camera and the rear. And I'm going to hit stop recording, and then I'm going to go into device albums, and then I'm going to hit allow, and it's going to load up everything here that it's actually recorded this entire time. So that way if I want to download something and keep it for myself, I can. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull up one of these clips right here so that way I could show you what it looks like. So we're going to pull it up. We're going to pause this video. And then down here on the bottom left, there's an arrow. I'm going to click on that and click download. And it's downloading it for me. Now it's saved to my actual phone. I'm going to play it back for you guys right now. So that's the front of the camera. And that's the rear. There's a video showing the back while it's driving. The rear. Again, that's very nice to have that option. So we're gonna hit stop recording because it automatically records, and you can also change your resolution, and you can pick what you want it to be. And there you go, you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I highly recommend everybody that's watching this video to go ahead and get yourself one of these. It is definitely worth it. Again, it is small, compact, not in the way of your vision when you're driving, and at the same time, it's gonna help you. if something, God forbid, was to happen. I can't stress that enough. I'm always paranoid when I'm driving around for some reason, and I'm always paying attention to people breaking behind me and all that good stuff. So this camera here will always give me some more proof and evidence to show I was on the correct side and I didn't actually do anything wrong. Now, at the same time, with this camera, you're gonna have multiple features on here where you can turn on the speed limiter, the speedometer on the LCD screen. So some people like to record it like that, some people don't. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helped you out make that decision. If you want to go ahead and purchase a dash cam or not, I would highly recommend this brand right here. It is, for me, the best of the best. It's exactly what I needed. And at the same time, it does have another option to get another camera that faces the inside of the car, which I will reach out to them after I finish editing this video and have them go ahead and send me that as well, so I can just have that and have a complete package. But if it's your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A thumbs up definitely helps out the channel, helps out the algorithm on the actual channel itself. So I really appreciate you guys. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. We're on the road to get to 30K subs, and hopefully we can get there here soon. I really appreciate everybody here that's new to the channel. Appreciate everybody that's been supporting me from day one. But in the meantime, between time, you guys know the drill. A Dilla. Bow, Superman, chilling in the car, prem time, chilling in the garage, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey, okay, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Maybe this cold and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke, I seen it way before it ever